Sexual reproduction is one of the most important milestones in history of life on Earth, bringing about greater genetic diversity and leading to more complex life forms. It helped living things adapt to a world that was constantly changing. Sexual reproduction is thought to have first appeared around 1.2 billion years ago during the Proterozoic Eon. This coincides with the emergence of multicellular organisms and the diversification of life on Earth. Early life on Earth consisted mostly of single-celled organisms like bacteria and archaea, which reproduced asexually through processes like binary fission. Asexual reproduction was efficient in stable environments because it allowed organisms to quickly produce identical offspring. However, this had one major drawback: a lack of genetic diversity. Without the ability to mix up their genes, populations were at greater risk if the environment changed or if a disease spread through their ranks. As the Earth became a more dynamic environment with fluctuations in temperatures, oxygen levels, and other conditions, it became clear that organisms that could swap genetic material had an edge. This led to the evolution of sexual reproduction in eukaryotes, which are organisms with complex cells that have a nucleus. The first sexually reproducing organisms were likely similar to today's single-celled protists, which can switch between sexual and asexual reproduction depending on environmental conditions. One of the biggest advantages of sexual reproduction is the genetic diversity it creates. In asexual reproduction, mutations are passed down directly to offspring, which can cause harmful changes to accumulate over time. In sexual reproduction, genes get shuffled during meiosis, which helps dilute the effect of harmful mutations and creates new combinations of traits. This genetic variety is crucial for evolution as it allows population to adapt, avoid harmful mutations, and fend off pathogens. The big innovation in sexual reproduction was the development of meiosis, a special type of cell division that cuts the number of chromosomes in half. This allowed two gametes, such as sperm and egg, to merge and create offspring with the correct number of chromosomes. The appearance of meiosis around 1.2 billion years ago marked a shift from simpler method of exchanging genetic material like the DNA swapping seen in bacteria to the more complex sexual reproduction seen in eukaryotes. Sexual reproduction was also a key factor in the rise of multicellular life. While early life forms were single-celled, sexual reproduction made it possible for more complex organisms to evolve. By creating diverse traits, sexual reproduction allowed cells to specialize and form tissues, leading to the development of plants, animals, and fungi. The Cambrian explosion about 540 million years ago was a turning point in evolution where a huge variety of life forms appeared in a relatively short time. Many of these organisms reproduced sexually, and the mix of genetic diversity and natural selection helped shape the complex body plans and behaviors seen in life today. In short, sexual reproduction, which began roughly 1.2 billion years ago, was a game changer in the history of life. It brought genetic diversity, giving organisms the ability to adapt and evolve in response to changing environments. Without it, the complex and diverse life forms we see today, from plants to animals, might never have come to exist. Thanks for watching.